A castle is a fortress, stone walls, deep moats and gatehouses, all built to keep enemies out. Yet hidden within these strongholds was a surprising weakness, the medieval toilet, or garderobe. Ingenious for its time, the garderobe solved a basic need but created a dangerous vulnerability. Life inside a castle was crowded and unsanitary. Hundreds relied on these latrines for survival. Without them, disease would run rampant, but with them, attackers found a way in. The paradox: the very thing meant for comfort could bring a fortress to its knees. Attackers could exploit garderobes, disease could fester, and structural failures could be catastrophic. The story of the garderobe reveals that even the mightiest castles were at the mercy of basic human needs. To truly understand castle life, we must look beyond the battlements into the dark, forgotten corners where danger lurked. The garderobe is a reminder. Strength and weakness often go hand in hand. Even the most powerful structures could be undone by the simplest of necessities. What was a garderobe? More than just a toilet, it was a clever blend of necessity and engineering. Nobles hung clothes there, believing the fumes killed pests, a pungent form of protection. Garderobes were stone or wooden seats set into castle walls with shafts dropping waste outside. Some, like at Orford and Bodiam castles, emptied into moats or streams, using water to flush waste away. These designs kept living areas cleaner and were a leap forward from simple pit latrines. Garderobes were often built into turrets, doubling as defensive features. They were a testament to medieval ingenuity, making life in a crowded fortress just a bit more bearable. In 1204, Château Gaillard, Richard the Lionheart's impregnable fortress, fell to an unexpected weakness. French forces, unable to breach the walls, searched for vulnerabilities. A soldier named Peter the Donkey found one, a garderobe chute leading into the chapel. French soldiers climbed the filthy shaft, emerging behind the defenders. They overpowered the guards and opened the gates from within. The English, caught off guard, collapsed in panic. The mighty castle fell, not to siege engines, but to a humble toilet shaft. This event exposed the garderobe as a fatal flaw in castle design. The lesson: even the strongest defences can be undone by overlooked details. Château Gaillard's fall became a cautionary tale for every castle builder. The garderobe, meant for comfort, became the castle's undoing. Sometimes the smallest weakness brings down the greatest fortress. After Château Gaillard, garderobes were seen as potential entry points for attackers. Castle builders responded. Iron grills, called stenches, were installed over outlets to block intruders. Some shafts were bent or narrowed, making them impossible to climb. Others emptied over cliffs or into fast-flowing moats, deterring approach. Defenders checked these vulnerable spots constantly, knowing the enemy might come from below. Castle defense wasn't just about walls and gates, it was about securing every hidden weakness. The garderobe became a symbol of the constant battle between ingenuity and vulnerability. Garderobes posed daily dangers beyond enemy infiltration. Waste piles at the base of walls bred disease, spreading illness through flies and contaminated water. Outbreaks could devastate a garrison faster than any army. Structural failures were real. Rotting beams or crumbling stone could send users plummeting. Even the act of using a garderobe was risky updrafts, falling debris, and exposure to the elements. For all their ingenuity, garderobes were a constant source of anxiety. They were a reminder that comfort and danger often went hand in hand in castle life. The toilet was both a necessity and a hazard. Where garderobes didn't empty into moats, cesspits collected the waste. Enter the gong farmers, night workers tasked with shoveling out the filth. Their job was dangerous and despised, but essential for the castle's health. Toxic fumes and the risk of suffocation made it deadly work. Yet the waste was valuable, sold as fertilizer to local farmers. Gong farmers were outcasts, but their labor kept the castle running. Their story completes the cycle, from noble's comfort to peasant's toil. In the end, every part of the castle, from king to cleaner, was connected by the humble garderobe.